How you doing, guys? I'm Master Kid II, and today I'm presenting traditional training methods directly to you so you can help improve your organization and your employees. Now, training, what are traditional training methods? Training methods require an instructor or facility and involve face-to-face interaction between the instructor and the trainees about what they're going over, how they're going to do it, and how they can improve based upon the training and past experiences. So here we are with three different types of training methods. You have the presentation method, hands-on method, and group building method. And today we'll be going over all three of these categories and the subsections in them and different types of trainings involved in them. First, we'll be going over the presentation method. Now, the presentation method has a couple of things that you can use. Now, the presentation method has lecture. A lecture is very popular these days, despite all the technology advances we have, and it's less expensive and consuming. Now, a lecture is when one person or one speaker or teacher or multiple speaker or teachers teach to a group or a large group of individuals about how they can improve in their training. They speak to them directly. It's mostly scripted, and if you want this to become great, you have to get involvement, feedback, and meaningful connection with those you're speaking to and how they can take in the information and knowledge that you present to them. Another one is audiovisual. Now, audiovisual goes in conjunction with lecture. Audiovisual is what I'm doing to you here right now, which is I'm presenting a video to you on how you can present methods of training to your employees today. It helps with interview skills, communication, customer services skills, behavior modeling, and it could contain a lot of content, so you may want to keep a cap on how much you give before the person gets overwhelmed. Now, here we are to the hands-on method category section. Now, this is the biggest section, so we'll be going over a lot of hands-on training and different types of trainings that is hands-on method. The main one here is on-the-job training. On-the-job training is exactly how it sounds. It's on the job, so you'll be learning on the job practical skills, practical development in your workplace, and you'll be in a work setting doing work that is actually work that's involved in it. You won't be in a classroom doing fictional work, and it's customized to the trainees. Immediately, you can apply it to the job from the trainee standpoint. But one of the drawbacks is if it's unstructured and you have a bad person to observe, it won't work. The trainee will pick up their bad behaviors, and the on-the-job training will ultimately fail because now the new person or unskilled worker will have bad techniques from the person they're watching. Another one is self-directed learning. Now, this is when the trainee learns at their own risk and own pace. There's fewer trainers involved, fewer people around to hold your hand. It's low cost and it's realistic training nonetheless. But the person who is the trainee has to be self-motivated to actually want to get it done. So if you're going to give this to somebody, give somebody who's energetic and wants to go get it, and he's a go-getter. And next to it, we have apprenticeship. One of the oldest methods of getting stuff done is work-study training method, meaning that they have classroom work and then they come back to the job to get on-the-job training as well. And you see how these all are connecting now. And of course you get paid for it because you're learning at the job and you're going to the classroom to learn from there to get the book smarts. And it's a wide range of skills and knowledge because you're working in two environments and you're getting best of both worlds. But one of the main drawbacks: development, cost, and time commitment. You must dive deep into the cost and time commitments of paying the trainee and being patient with bringing them along as you so to speak. So guys, here we are, hands-on method still. We have simulations. Simulations are basically almost virtual reality because airplane pilots, when they're learning, they use virtual reality airplane experiences to learn, and they basically represent real-life training in situations that could happen on the job. And it's a risk-free environment, and you're learning real life on the job training, but without the consequences. But the only drawback to this is costly and requires constant updates as new training and new ideas come out. The next one is case studies. Case studies are how employees and organizations with different issues would address different issues and situations and what they would do during those. It develops your analysis, your synthesis, and your evaluation techniques, especially for those upper management level people, and it helps them get better at analytical thinking and situational thinking. Um, for this to work, training involvement is critical, which is one of the main things. You need training involvement. You can't make any of this work while your trainees involved and their feedback from it. Another one is business games. Business games are trainees are to go and gather info and analyze and make decisions based off the game and environment you put them in. So management, it helps skill management development. It stimulates the learning of the business because it's a game. People get competitive, so it helps stimulate their mindset to want to be better. Okay, includes all aspects of management because some of these games could be designed and developed specifically towards that training and development in the management system. And again, our drawback is if you don't get full involvement, it's not going to work, guys. So we got to make sure we get full involvement from the trainees on these programs. Okay, so we're still in hands-on. Told you, hands-on training. It's very deep. Another one is role plays. You can get a group of trainees together and they emulate situations or they mimic people from the job setting. And it helps with coaching, leadership, communication because usually it involves large groups of people here. Small large groups can be used. Trainers need to be engaged. Always, of course, they need to be engaged during and after. Because if the trainers are not engaged before, during, and after, throughout the training, feelings can get hurt, especially if you're role playing your boss. So be careful with that one, guys. And behavior modeling, teaching skills and behaviors that can be used in the workplace, such as customer service. Chick-fil-A, that's their main thing right there, behavior modeling. They're going to model your behavior as to how they want it to be used when dealing with a customer in front of you that's agitated, upset, you're not getting their chicken nuggets out on time. They're going to teach you how to act kindly, respectfully, and always have a smile on your face, present great service despite the situation that you may in or the environment that you're in. They're going to make sure that their customer service is number one. And that's how they do it with behavior modeling. Again, but mainly it's you practice key behaviors, which is smiling, customer service, all that. It's mainly effective for computer skills and interpersonal skills, but as you see, Chick-fil-A has developed it beyond that. So this can be developed beyond computer skills and interpersonal skills. It's not the best for teaching factual information or knowledge because you're going off how you feel and how you would do it. So it's behavior wise, and emotions change, situations change. So it's always a little up in the air, some uncertainty there. And so we're on to group building method, guys. Group building methods, it's, as it says, it's a group, and you're helping the group together, the team that you've found, build a stronger core, and that way you guys can achieve more and go farther. So team training is going to improve effectiveness of the team, the behavior, the knowledge, the attitudes that the team has is very important. Without them, you're not going to go nowhere despite how hard you try, how hard you push. If you don't have a team that's willing to work together, every single last one, it's going to all fall apart in the end. Okay? Action learning, giving actual problems to solve in the present. So you give them a problem, you give a team a problem to solve. It could be an actual problem, the real actual problem that you're having. You give it to the team to solve and tell them to come back and come back with a solution. Now, what that team's going to go do, you're going to see the leaders being developed by somebody taking control and telling us what we need to do in the next step there and the next step here. It's going to build a team culture because you guys have to talk, communicate. Hey, Karen, can you help me out with this? I don't know this. Sure. Mark, I need help with this. Do you know anything about this? So it develops dialogue and communication and trust there between one another that you're going to get the job done as a team. And again, like everything else I say, it requires engagement from all members of the team. Without that, it's going to fall apart and it's going to be a waste of time, and that team's going to fall, and you're going to have to disband that team and hopefully find some better people. And guys, that was Traditional Training Efforts with me, Max Fakir. Look for me sometime. I'm always happy to help. Make sure you get in there, you get on-the-job training, hands-on training, and group building team training, and your team will go far, they will learn more, and it will all be better. Thank you guys, and have a great day.